already tell this is going to be great.
Good evening, and welcome to Who's Right Tonight, a weekly recap of last week's Who's Right podcast. This episode and further episodes will not be sponsored by ArizonaBayCoffee.com. Last week was the second week in a row someone's phone went off during my Who's Right Tonight read. I'm not mad, it just distracts me. Doug can't make good coffee because he only uses K-Cups. Anthony received politeness training at work last week. Let's see if it's been paying off. Sales of the Wolf Dog shirt have skyrocketed due to the fact it helped a listener get laid. Thank you, Shaniqua from Dollar General. Those damn heebie-jeebie noses give me the heebie-jeebies. Hemorrhoids. They feel like a watermelon and sting like a bee. Also, I've been fighting food poisoning this weekend. Benjamin Franklin is the great emancipator, and history books are full of slave butts. Strip clubs in Oregon are unionizing, meaning it'll be even more expensive to get that bang for your buck. And lastly, let's all give Ben the Barbarian a big round of applause for whooping ass last week. I wasn't there, but I'll assume he did. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event. The Who's Right podcast starts now. Doug and Anthony, the floor is yours.
All right, Tom, first fucking thing. If you,
always
I
something.
have to assume that that's fucking Nugget.
Uh-huh. That's what it sounds like.
If she ever fucking backdoors into another way into this fucking show again, everybody's fired.
I was wondering what the fuck I was listening to there. Jesus Christ.
Me too.
It's
I was
like,
checking my audio. I thought I had like a YouTube video playing.
it's like he does good.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, okay, just do that. Just do what you're doing. And he's like, okay, so you want me to add motherfucker. What's up, Kaya?
Hello. How are you, too? It's been a while.
It has been a while. What's been going on?
Not much, you know, just living the American life.
Yeah? Me too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I know that you guys are going to team up on me on this, and I don't give a fuck.
Right.
But I want to challenge you to team up on me without saying fucking boomer or calling me old or any of that bullshit. I want you to use big boy words.
Oh, boy. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have an issue with fireworks.
Okay. Pussy.
Why?
Because, okay. I know that this is a cliche thing to bitch about, and especially like think of the dogs and all that bullshit. I get it. It doesn't change my stance. Think of the fucking dogs. Like, okay, are you telling me that all these motherfuckers that were surrounding my house lighting mortars off are doing it because of the fucking independence from Britain?
No. People just like to blow shit up. Do you not, like,
Yeah, it's fun.
do you not understand
it's
that?
fine to blow shit up, but you don't need to blow shit up at fucking midnight. It's fucking stupid.
You
It's
did?
inconsiderate.
And you did until you were old.
I said you're not allowed to use that.
You preemptively said that because you feel old when you say it.
Right. No, I get it. I get that I'm old. That's not my fucking issue. My issue isn't that I'm old. My issue is that these inconsiderate cocksuckers keep blowing shit up around me.
Just
like
let them have fun. It's just one night.
Right.
I would
You're
get
like
it.
the
if
no,
it
no,
was
bullshit.
More than one night, or regular.
Okay, you've lived in America long enough to know that it's not one night. It wasn't just July 4th, and then it's all gone. It was July 1st, July 2nd, July 3rd.
Uh-huh. July 4th?
You're going to sit here and act like you don't give a shit because you're going to try to be the cool guy? You want to be the cool uncle?
Which one are you talking to? Because
Both
it
of you.
drives me insane.
Yeah, I don't know.
It
Just
drives
being
me
an
insane, but
Independence
I
Day
try.
Grinch.
I just try not to, like, be a bitch about it. I mean, it's like, I hate it, but, like, what are you going to do? It's one of those things, you know?
Okay. You don't think that... I think that you should have to take a constitution test before you can light fireworks.
Why?
No.
Yes. Okay. 4th of July is to celebrate our independence from wherever it was that we independent from, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay. You should have to know that. Like in 1886? ish, around there.
1984.
Well, no, see, that's why I don't like fireworks, because I don't even know what I'm celebrating.
What does that
Other
have to do
than-
with fireworks? You said that's why I don't like fireworks, because I don't know what I'm celebrating.
No, that's why I don't
Blow stuff up.
fireworks.
So did you ever used to light fireworks?
Yeah, but I remembered then it was like 1776. That's it, right?
So if you don't remember the date.
I mean, you don't have to know what it's about to enjoy it.
Yes,
to enjoy the festivities.
That's my fucking point. Yes, you do. But if
No,
you're
you
driving
don't. Do you
past
know what
it-
Halloween is about? How did Halloween start? Does anybody give a shit? No. They
do
just
I
get
go
dressed
trick
up
or
and
treating?
drink.
No.
I assume at some point in your life you have, and that you dressed up to scare children and whatnot. We do it
Yeah,
because
but
it's
that's
fun.
not just on the 4th of July.
Or Halloween.
Okay, if you're driving by Chuck E. Cheese,
Yeah.
do you think that you are entitled to go in there and celebrate some stranger's birthday? You know it's a
Entitled?
birthday. You just don't know the
Yeah.
specifics.
No. I mean, I guess I don't know what you mean by entitled. Like free pizza? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, should you be able to go in there and
Are you relating this to America's birthday?
I'm relating this to
that
celebrating
your
something
example?
that you don't understand the specifics of.
Nobody gives me free pizza on the 4th of July. I don't understand the analogy that you're making.
God, you numbnuts. Okay, forget about the 4th of July for just 10 seconds.
Okay, done.
You're driving down the road,
Uh-huh.
and there's a sign that says, whatever, happy 10 years old birthday party here. And it's an arrow pointing to Chuck E. Cheese.
Hold on. Is it blue or pink? Because that makes a big difference on whether I go.
Which one would you be more likely to go to?
I wasn't expecting further questions. I don't know. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. So it's twins, and they're non-identical twins or whatever. So it's blue and pink balloons.
Okay. Okay.
And it says 10-year-old birthday party here for whatever, Michael, whatever the fuck. I don't care.
Okay.
Would you go in?
No.
Why?
Why would I?
You
why,
don't know
why
that
would,
kid.
I don't
Right.
know. Yeah.
No, but it's a birthday party, and you understand. You just don't have the specifics of it. But
Right.
you don't want to
Yeah,
go in
but
there and
you
celebrate with that person because you don't know the specifics, right?
Yeah, but you live in America. You don't live in that child, hopefully. That's a different thing. You're American.
But you should still understand the specifics of what you're celebrating. It doesn't matter if you're American or
Okay, your
not.
specifics are that you told the British to go fuck themselves. I think that's worth celebrating. You should celebrate that every day. You should have, like, you know, how they have tea time. You should have a fuck Britain time.
Right.
Oh, every noon, 12 o'clock.
Why are you bringing
Blow
Britain
up a little
into this?
firework.
Whatever. That's fine. I knew you guys were going to be fucking homos about it. It's America.
You're being a fucking homo about it. The fireworks are loud. They scare me. What's
You're
this
the one
about?
that's scared of fireworks.
Okay, did anybody say anything about being scared? I said
No,
lighting
that was-
lighting off fucking napalm bombs over my fucking house
Uh-huh.
at 12:30 in the morning is bullshit.
God, you sound exactly like a fucking homo redditor. Like, oh, they're so loud. They should have to have a license for explosives of this magnitude. Stupid
Yes.
Americans and their big explosive things. This should be illegal.
Yes.
No.
Thank you.
I don't
That's what I'm
understand
saying.
how you reconcile. I don't understand how you reconcile this opinion, and then in 5 minutes you're going to tell a story about you going to the bar and beating somebody up for looking at you wrong. I don't understand how you hold those two things in your head at the same time.
Okay, so when I was like 25-ish,
Right.
you know the fireworks that they use at the beginning of a fireworks show where it's just a big boom and a big flash of light. There's nothing spectacular. So I got a hold of like 6 of those.
Oh, jeez.
And I came home from the bar. It was like, I don't know, let's say March. I mean, it had nothing to do. And I lit one, you know, it went up in the air and it shook the ground and shook the windows and all that shit.
Yeah.
And in my drunk brain, I thought, if it shakes the windows from way up there, imagine what it'll do if I just launch it parallel to the ground,
Oh, God.
right down the street.
Genius.
Yeah. So
That was
Did
it?
you?
yeah, of course I did. Yes. Yeah. I launched it
Okay.
probably 4 houses down before it exploded.
Yeah, some people are going to be shitheads with fireworks. It happens.
Do you think that the person whose house it exploded in front of was just cool with it?
Not my fucking problem. I don't give a shit. If they don't like it, they can come out and say something.
Then why don't
It's
you
it's
go out
fucking
and say
it's
something
America.
at 12:30 in the morning? Why didn't you go out and say something to your neighbors then? Why didn't you be that guy?
I was already in my nightgown.
You probably do wear a nightgown.
He was scared. He was hiding under the bed with his dogs.
All right. So what, Kyle, what did you think of your first 4th of July in America?
Oh, we didn't do anything special. I
Right,
enjoyed
you
the
should
fireworks
be
from the
celebrating
balcony.
your freedom or whatever the fuck you said to me.
Yeah, I'm glad that people were having a good time. I genuinely have nothing against it. I actually like festivities. You wouldn't know this from all the fucking reputation I have online, but I genuinely like people just being jolly. You know how people always do the cliche jokes about how Christmas starts too early and they're sick of the Christmas decorations and songs? I like that stuff. You can sigh. Let people have a fun time. I really don't give a fuck.
No.
The rest of the year is already so boring.
Okay. I don't want to be a 4th of July Grinch. I'm good with people having a good time till like 9:30ish, maybe 10 o'clock.
In the prescribed hours, you can have a good time.
Okay,
Just-
you want a curfew.
So that's the problem. That's the problem with Americans. And you're already acting like it, and you've only been here for a couple fucking months. You give an American an inch, they take a mile.
Okay, that I get. Actually, the only time I had ever like a get off my lawn boomer old man moments was last New Year's when I screamed at a bunch of teenagers that I was gonna beat them up because they were making noise way after midnight, and it was annoying me. So I kind of get that.
Okay, so when you do it, it's fine. When I do it, then I'm a crybaby bitch hiding under my bed.
But they were in my house.
Oh.
Why was there a group of teenagers in your house?
Well, my wife, girlfriend at the time, was she has a little sister, and she had all of her friends over for a New Year's party, and they were all like 16, 17, and they drank and they were so loud, playing that piece of shit, awful, god-awful music that all the Zoomers are into. And they were banging on the walls and everything as we were like trying to sleep, and they woke up my girlfriend, and I just lost it. I snapped, and I don't snap easy, but when they woke her up, I rushed out of the room and I started screaming at them, you fucking blah, blah, blah. Bunch of slurs. And they were a little too drunk and rowdy to even notice me, so I grabbed one of them by the collar and like put him against the wall and told him that I don't care who's making the noise, I'll beat you up. Turns out he was Jewish. So now, in their friend circle, they have started this rumor that I beat up a Jew on New Year's.
That's awesome.
Okay, is there a better way to start a new year?
It's your new tradition.
Screaming at children.
No. You beat up Jews. That's you're not screaming
Oh,
at
great.
children. The story is you beat up a Jew on Christmas. At least that's the story I'm telling.
So I never know what I can and can't say. You're the one that brought up you're married, so how's married life treating you? Is it
Good.
Are you to the point now where you're starting to make like, do you call her your old lady or anything like that?
No.
Do it.
wife.
They like that.
Making those hack jokes about how much I hate my wife or whatever on stage. No. It's pretty good so far.
Take my wife, please. Well, that's good. I'm happy.
All right.
Well,
What do you have today? Any fun topics?
yeah, we got a couple.
Yeah. So
I do want to say congratulations to Ben. I meant to put his picture up on the screen, but
So,
so-
do you know if anybody was able to make it?
I don't. I don't think anybody did. But Kai, I don't know if you know this or not, but we sponsor an MMA fighter, and he had a
I
fight.
caught a little bit of that episode.
Yeah, he had a fight this last weekend, and he won. So that
The
was
anorexic guy, right?
no,
bulimic.
bulimic. The
Yeah.
puker. Okay, so fuck.
Congrats.
Oh God. I'm already ready to have Ben back on.
Anthony,
Yeah.
you like hot meat with a good sear, right?
Yes, I do.
Of course you do. Like any corn-fed, red-blooded, hootin' and tootin' human on earth. Well, did you know you could get a free grill?
Please tell me more.
That's right, my pathological lying friend. This offer is for you. The horsecock-wielding, baseball bat-swinging, racially misplaced Norwegian is giving away a free grill. But wait, there's more.
Okay.
For a limited time only, you can choose to supersize this deal. If you do, you can upgrade this deal to the special combo. Pay a small fee of $207,000 to get the free grill and an apartment in Norway. Just imagine living along the beautiful Norwegian coast in picturesque Fitjar with your new, previously owned grill. Ah, just listen to that ocean view. Whoosh, splash.
You're really good at this.
For more information, contact Disappointed Goose on Twitter at disappointed_ty. $5, bitch.
$5 richer. I'd buy an apartment in Norway if I had the way to pay for it and live in Norway without a job.
I don't know anything about Norway. Did they
Neither do I.
also fight against Britain?
Is it all I want to know is it cold there? That's all I really care about.
Isn't it known for being cold?
Don't know anything about it other than there's a place for sale. I know nothing about it.
And there's a grill.
Let's
Apparently
see.
they have meat there.
Average Norway temperature. Start there. 57 to 65. Fuck that.
Is that Celsius or American?
Fahrenheit.
Yeah, no, I'm out. Who wants to live there? That's horrible.
Wasn't it Norway where they made it illegal to be homophobic in the privacy of your own home? I'm pretty sure that was Norway.
I'm back in. That's awesome.
That was so ridiculous. I think it is Norway. It was either Norway or one of those states, like the neighbor states, where they said if you are, like, if somebody in your family reports you for being homophobic, literally in your own home, you can still get in trouble.
That is awesome. I love it. I love laws like that. It's my favorite. They just passed the one in Michigan. Did you hear about that? You're not allowed to call trans people by their wrong pronouns or whatever. It's a felony.
Bullshit.
I'm not making that up.
I did hear about that, but that has to be so wildly unconstitutional.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The way it works in America is they just pass a bunch of laws and then they're on the books until the Supreme Court says no, and then there's no recourse. It's just like, oh, okay, I guess we can't do that, and then they just stop. Or sometimes they don't stop.
Where'd you say it was?
Michigan. The system is broken. They just do what they want until somebody tells them to stop, and then there's no recourse. It's weird.
Okay, here we go. I'm looking at this shit. I don't fucking believe it. Signed legislation Thursday codifying LGBTQ protections into the state's civil rights law, permanently outlawing discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation or gender identity. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
There's not.
No, yeah, sure. It's literally like a fancy way of saying what I just told you that you said something was wrong with.
No, permanently outlawing discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation. I think you shouldn't be able to not hire a fag because he's a fag. You should
Yes, you should. You
No,
absolutely should. This whole country is supposed to be founded on freedom of association. Making people hire gay people violates your freedom of association.
What? Freedom of association.
Yes.
What podcast did you hear that? I've never heard that come out of your mouth before. I'm not even familiar with that one.
I'm not even familiar with that. That's awesome.
Where's that at in the Bill of Rights? Freedom of association.
It's Bill of Right number 3.
No, I'm serious. You want to use?
Is it in the Bill of Rights? I have no idea if it's in the Bill of Rights, but
The one
freedom
that
of
bans
association
slavery. You have the right to choose who you work with and for.
is freedom of association
Or
is
at least
a
you should.
founding principle because I said so.
No, you heard something somewhere, and I think you probably got the words. You probably meant freedom of speech, right?
Right. Yeah, I did. No, I meant the right to bear arms is what I meant.
So you're telling me that you think it's okay that if somebody goes and applies for a job and they're the top candidate, and the guy says, "No, I'm sorry, I'm not going to hire you. You suck dick."
Yes. Well,
I mean, that'd be funny.
Are you asking me a question? What was the question?
I asked you a question. I said, "Do you think that's right?"
Do I think it's right? No. Do I think it should be legal? Yes. Two different things.
No, if it's not right, it shouldn't be legal.
You big dummy.
I don't know if your mouth isn't working tonight, but kick it into gear, bozo.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Why do you have an issue with that? Like, it doesn't make sense. So if when you applied for this job that you have now,
Yes.
if they said, "Look, you are the ideal candidate. You're what we're looking for, but you're straight. I'm sorry, we can't hire you." You just go, "Oh, shucks."
No,
I get it.
They should have that right.
I don't talk like that, first of all, but yes, I think that people should have the right to, if they have a business, to hire who they want to hire. I think the government forcing people to hire people who they don't want to hire is a bad thing. And forcing it,
Or
Really?
work for people they don't want to work for. You guys remember that one pervert in Canada who wanted to make a bunch of little Asian women at a spa wax his ball sack, and they said no?
Yeah.
And he sued them into literally shutting their business down?
Yeah.
That's fucking ridiculous. They should have the right to tell him no for any reason.
So that happened in Canada. It's happening here now. They're going through it right now in America. There's a spa that this guy sued him for not letting men in naked, showing their dicks to kids or whatever. And the guy won. The judge said, "Yeah, you have to let men into your women only spa." Like that's happening in America. And it all stems from. See, this is where people misconstrue what I'm saying. It all stems from the Civil Rights Act, which was bad. The Civil Rights Act violated all of our freedom of association. The government is forcing you to serve people or give services to people who you don't want to. It's stupid.
Doug is bored. What are you
No, all of a sudden, we've been doing this show for fucking 19 years, and not once in all of these conversations has Anthony ever said freedom of association, and now he's used it twice in the same episode. You can't
I'm trying to
tell me
explain.
he didn't.
I'm trying to explain
didn't
something
just
to you.
learn it.
I did. Right. I just learned it. I'm
But
trying to
people learn new
explain
things. Even if you did just learn it, what's wrong with that?
I didn't though. I didn't just. That's the thing. I didn't. But okay, fine. Yeah. Listen, I did just learn it. Am I wrong?
The right to freedom of association involves the right of individuals to interact and organize among themselves to collectively express, promote, pursue, and defend common interests. It has nothing to do with whether or not somebody should say, "I'm not hiring a homosexual."
Yes. What? Yes, it
I don't know what
does.
definition you just read. It literally just means you get to decide who you work for or who you bake a cake for. You should not be able to force me to do anything for you.
It's two different conversations. I'm not saying I should force you to do anything. I'm saying you shouldn't be able to not hire somebody strictly because they're gay or they're black or they're Mexican.
So
That's
you're
the same
forcing.
thing,
So
really.
you're forcing someone to.
No, I'm not saying. Why are you guys having such a hard time with this? I'm not saying if a homosexual comes into your bakery, you have to fuck him. I'm saying you can choose whether or not to fuck him.
Okay.
But if you choose
should
not to
also-
fuck him, you can't say I'm not fucking you because you're homosexual.
Why?
You can say I'm not fucking you because you stink.
You're bald.
So we're building this whole thing on lies. Like as long as we lie about it, everything's cool.
Right.
That's so stupid.
That's what they're gonna do anyway. They struck down the affirmative action thing. Guess what? Like colleges are still gonna be racist in their admissions. They're just gonna be honest about it.
Yeah, they've even said
This
that.
stuff sticks around.
They've said it. Like this, we're going to hire based on race. It doesn't matter what the Supreme Court says. They're or not hire, but admit people based on
I
race.
don't
They've
know.
already
I
said they're
think
going to do
if
it.
if you want to force people to do stuff for you, you're a fucking creep. If I went into a bakery or applied for a job and they literally just said, "You're Turkish, you get out of here," I'd be like, okay, fuck you too. I wouldn't take it to the fucking court to ruin them.
Right.
It's such a creepy thing. Like the guys with the bakery thing too. It was such a big deal, and it was like activists coming and trying to force this Christian couple to bake them like penis-shaped cakes and such.
Right.
That's like borderline sexual harassment at that point, dressed up as social activism. It's retarded.
Right. I think I've said, I don't know, every week for the past 7 years that activists are the problem with everything. Activists are the fucking worst.
It all has to do with freedom of association, in my opinion.
Yeah, does it?
Did I use it right?
I would discriminate
sure.
against so many people.
What's stopping you?
I don't have any jobs to offer. I don't run a bakery, but if I did,
I'm going to start a bakery just so I can discriminate against people.
just so I can keep people out.
You think if I
start
go
with
to
people who chew with their mouths open.
if I go to the bank and ask for a loan and they ask me what business I'm going to start, it doesn't really matter. I just want to discriminate. just can I borrow some money so I can discriminate against people?
Why wouldn't you start a bakery where you only do penis shaped cakes just to corner that market? If nobody else wants to do it.
Because
Right.
nobody wants to do it. Nobody really wants a penis-shaped cake. What they want is that bakery to say, "Yes, I'll bake the cake," and then they'll just cancel the order because they don't fucking want a cake. They just want to tell them what to do.
They really don't.
I
get
wasn't
off
really
on just
looking to
bossing
argue.
people
I was
around.
just exploring the idea of us opening a bakery.
I'm in. Let's do it. Let's do vagina-shaped cakes.
What were we talking about?
I don't
you
remember.
okay.
Fireworks.
No, so Anthony, you said something about Michigan passed a law that said that you can't say homosexual without going to prison or something.
Yes. I'm pretty sure
what-
that's exactly what it says.
What was it that you said?
If you misgender someone,
Yeah, okay,
It's
that's
a
not in
felony.
here though.
it's not in the little blurb that you read. I don't know what to do about that.
Did you say based on gender identity or whatever is not a protected characteristic?
No, I said that you couldn't. Okay, Michigan.
Read the blurb again.
I
or
already left
pick a
the
blurb that agrees with me.
Okay, Michigan lawmakers aren't trying to criminalize pronoun use. Misinformation, which should be your middle name.
Sure.
Misinformation spread rapidly on social media last week, claiming that legislation expanding Michigan's hate crime law to include protections for gay and transgender individuals would make it a felony for using a person's wrong pronoun.
Uh-huh.
However, House Bill 4474 doesn't even contain the word pronouns, much less set out any sort of legal framework to criminalize misidentifying of gender or disagreeing with an individual's preference to be referred to as he, she, or they.
Then what does it do then?
Okay, the bill itself has this, okay, what they're trying to make a hate crime is, quote, to cause someone to feel terrorized, frightened, or threatened.
Right. And if
So
you're an
if you're a
activist, you
buffalo-looking
always
dude-
feel terrorized if you're
Yeah.
an activist. That's just how that's their general sense of,
You're gonna have a bunch of linebackers in wigs going, "I'm terrorized," and having you locked up for it.
right.
So that, okay, I'm good with arguing against both of you at the same time, but you both have to understand it's two separate arguments that we're having. What Anthony did is he heard something or read something and took it as fact and then ran with it. In reality, I just debunked him. He's myth busted.
You didn't though, but that's okay.
I did.
I'll let you have that one. That's fine.
House
you
Bill
didn't.
4474 doesn't even contain the word pronouns.
Oh, good.
You didn't look at it that way, did you?
I sure did not.
Okay, so we have separated that argument out. I have dissected it. I have proven not to be true. Now, Kyle, what was it that you brought up?
That it basically wants to criminalize making people feel threatened, or terrorized, or frightened. Which is apparently direct language from the bill.
Okay, who gets to
Right.
Right. Yeah. So you're going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I'm going. No, I'm not giving anybody. I've got to formulate my fucking argument. I just got done arguing with you. Give me a fucking minute. I want to gang up on Anthony. Let's talk about something else. Okay.
What do we got?
So if you're eating in a restaurant
Yes.
and a guy comes in, okay, both of you answer me honestly.
Okay.
You're eating in a restaurant
Yes.
with your wives
Yes.
separately, but it's each other's wife.
Okay.
Okay. And a guy walks in and he says, "All right, you motherfuckers, now it's time to pay." And he reaches into his coat.
Pulls out the check.
He reaches into his coat.
Got it.
Would that scare you?
I mean, yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I
he's
guess.
a large black man and he's wearing fatigues.
I was scared
And for
when
some
he's
stupid
he's
reason, he's
large
got
and black. Yeah.
For some stupid reason,
homeless?
he's got shoe polish on his face. Okay. And he says, "All right, you motherfuckers, it's time to pay." And he reaches into his army jacket.
Yeah.
Would you be scared?
Sure.
Okay. So should he be arrested?
For what?
Scaring you.
No.
No. What are you talking about?
On what he does. It depends on what he does after. If he actually pulls out a gun or a knife, then yeah. If it turns out he was just, I don't know.
No, you do know. This is a stupid
When would
hypothetical.
this-
Hey,
when would
should
this
he be
possibly
arrested?
happen?
This all happens in the course of 5 seconds. He's got his hand in his jacket. You're already calling for him to be arrested? What are you talking about? Nothing has even happened yet. What's the situation?
In the time that you spent debating, he
What is
shot
the
you.
situation? I was just thinking, what is the situation where like he wasn't going to pull out a gun or a knife, and it was just a misunderstanding?
He's pulling out his billfold.
But he was yelling about it?
They talk
Yeah,
loud.
why is he
This
yelling
isn't a
about it?
fucking movie theater.
I don't understand.
I don't either. What was the question?
Okay, so under no circumstances should anybody be arrested for scaring you. Is that what you're saying? Or terrorizing you?
What?
Well, also somebody like holding a gun to your head or threatening to or posing
No,
a direct
there's
threat
already a
to you
law
is not
against
the
that.
same
That's
thing
why I
as
didn't
me
use
calling
it.
you he.
There's already a law against that. I didn't use that. But I'm asking you a question. Should somebody, there's never a circumstance where somebody should be arrested for terrorizing you?
It depends on who gets to define terrorize.
Me.
Yeah. Like if you're just pranking me with a spooky mask, no, I don't think you should go to prison for it. But if you literally are constantly and relentlessly terrorizing, quote unquote, my family by stalking us and sending us mail bombs or whatever, sure.
No, okay. So back it up one step right before sending you mail bombs. If somebody keeps showing up outside your house, like never going on your property, but every time your wife walks out of the front door, he's sitting there.
Uh-huh.
And she goes to work, he's there. She comes out for break, he's there.
Uh-huh.
And he's always standing, say, 15 feet away from anywhere she has to walk.
Okay.
You don't have an
Is he
issue
not
with
saying
that.
Anything?
Of course I
Nope.
have an issue with it.
No, he
Yeah,
never
just,
says
just
anything.
sounds like a homeless person. So it's just a hobo?
No, it's not a hobo.
Basically.
He's very well dressed.
I
Yeah,
would
of course.
think
Of
not.
course, I have a
That's
problem
weird.
with that.
Yeah.
Of course it's weird. It's supposed to be
Yes.
weird.
Yes.
So what do you do?
Okay, but none of
What?
you can
What-
do whatever
what-
you
I
want
mean,
with
what-
them.
what do you
Shoot at
mean?
him
What
with
do I-
BB guns out from your home if you
No,
want.
that's
Throw a
illegal.
stink bomb at him. You don't have to get caught. I don't know. That's so borderline. I'm sort of a dictator on the inside, so I feel like a lot of shit that you think is innocuous, I would definitely ban.
Like what?
YouTube pranksters and that sort of shit. Like, you guys know those pranksters who just live stream themselves being public nuisances, and they go around with a loudspeaker strapped to themselves that loudly scream the N-word whenever somebody gives them a super chat, or they threaten people and prank them and stuff. Once in a while, those guys get themselves shot because they will be literally trying to frighten a family, and then the father in the family will, he's concealed carrying and pulls out his gun and shoots the fucking prankster.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
good.
those.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, that is good. I love that shit. Those guys should go to prison forever or
No,
be killed.
they should. if they die in the line of duty, then they should die.
No.
They shouldn't be arrested for it.
The line of duty.
So just so I'm clear, you guys are both advocates for killing somebody before due process.
Yes.
What's there to due process? Yeah, if you're molesting me.
Yes, I am
Being an
100%.
Nobody's talking
annoying
about
piece of
fucking
shit.
anybody, Kaya.
I am 100% for self-defense. Absolutely, yes.
No, there's no self-defense against somebody scaring you
Yes,
or
there is.
scaring. No, there's not.
Yes,
not
there is.
scaring,
If,
it's
if
being a
somebody comes up
nuisance.
to you and does something that you find like in the split second, you don't know if they have a water pistol or a real gun in your face, and it's a prank.
That's not what I'm talking about. If somebody comes up and anything that looks remotely like a gun and points it in your face, yes, I'm all for shooting, not calling the cops. Of course, that's not what I'm talking about.
Then what are you talking about?
Somebody that has
You
like
don't
a
even have
train
to threaten
horn.
me. Okay, here. I'm gonna read you this tweet that I retweeted a while ago. It's a video. We don't have to watch it, but it says live streamer who previously threatened to bash the brains out of an Asian couple threatens to torture a distressed kitten in front of an animal adoption worker, and he has like a kitten in his hand, and the worker is right in front of him trying to like make him let go of the cat while he's like threatening to kill it and stuff. Kill him. I think it should be 100% legal to shoot him in the head. And then, in fact, the law should force his mother to watch the footage. To rub her fucking nose in it because you did this, you stupid bitch.
So I think we're talking about three different things. So you're making a distinction between like self-defense and, well, anything that remotely looks like a gun. In the heat of the moment, what anything could look like a gun. You know what I mean? Like if you feel threatened,
No.
Self-defense is okay.
In the scenario that I had built in my head
Okay.
and kept private, it wasn't about anybody pointing a weapon or anything like that, because that's
Okay.
not the example that Kaya gave.
Okay.
Kaya gave the example of somebody blurting out the N-word or like doing jump scares, shit like that.
Jump scares. If you do a jump scare and you get shot in the face, I don't feel sorry for you.
Yeah, that's kind of on you. I could even feel bad for you. Maybe it is an innocuous thing. Maybe you were just trying to prank your best friends. Well, I mean, if he shoots you, it's kind of happens.
No.
You know?
If it's your best friend, I don't know, maybe, I guess. But like just strangers on the street, if you expect a stranger
Yeah.
on the street to just like be scared and then like it's funny or whatever, like, no, they're going to shoot you, you dumb fuck. There's people have guns and they're going to shoot you.
Okay, so have you seen them videos of the people that like dress up like mannequins? They wear them bodysuits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you in your mind, if one of them gets shot, it's
coming,
okay.
kinda.
No, it's totally different. If I'm walking down the street and I see a mannequin that is completely out of place and I'm not smart enough to realize, that thing is probably a mannequin meant to scare me. Like, other than I'm walking down the street and somebody jumps out and scares me when I'm with my family, they're two different things.
Okay, so it matters what they're wearing in whether you can shoot them or not.
Yes. How low are their pants?
Your argument is inconsistent. I understand where you're trying to come from, but you're both just wrong.
All right. What's inconsistent? I don't think that you should fuck with people in public for YouTube likes or whatever. You know what I mean?
How else are you supposed to
I
get them?
concur. And
know,
none
start
of
a
this
cooking
is again
show.
comparable to me misgendering you,
What?
which is what this law is about. We were talking about this bill. That's what this is about. Nobody is pulling any guns on anyone. That's not what this bill is for.
So anytime you bring up like hate crime laws, it's bad. I don't think there should be hate crime laws. It's that puts certain people into protected classes. Like if you do something against this group of people, it's worse than other people. That's bad. That's a bad idea. It's not protecting anybody.
It is so. Okay.
It is so.
Full disclosure, I started saying that without having any idea what my angle was gonna be.
You don't need an angle. Fuck it.
Before you counter, you're gonna have to give me a minute to process
All right.
the position that I am planning on taking.
Okay.
Okay, so I think we've had this argument,
Okay.
and I think my position stands.
Okay.
Okay. I'm arguing something that I don't believe in, so just keep that in mind when we get started.
Got it.
If you beat somebody up because they pissed you off, that is not as bad as beating somebody up because they're black.
Yes, it is. It's the
Nope.
same. It's the
Nope.
same bad.
Nope. Motive plus time equals comedy.
Motive
But the whole
means
point
an
is them being
opportunity.
black is what pissed you off.
That's fair. I don't know how to
But if
argue
you're
with that
racist,
part.
I don't understand why. I don't know how to say this without coming off like a complete asshole, but I don't understand why racism is the ultimate sin. It doesn't make sense to me.
Do you think it is the ultimate sin? Like, do you think that's why Jesus died, so we could have racism?
Yes. It seems to be like that's the number one taboo. Like, you can do whatever you want just as long as you don't do it with racist intent. That's stupid. Why does racism make anything better or worse? If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. If you're a racist asshole, then you're a racist asshole. It doesn't make it worse.
No, people in the West, it's so weird that society has been psyoped into this thing where like racism really is the ultimate evil crime.
Yes,
You can murder people. You guys remember when the Jeffrey Dahmer documentary / like soap opera came out on Netflix? And everyone was like, I can't believe he killed 13 people and they were black. What a monster. Like, wait a minute.
Right.
That's only like
Is that
9
really
in white
relevant?
people.
like, like, you're not pissed off that he was a fucking serial killer, just that he was a racist. That's the issue.
Oh, but okay, in all fairness, he wasn't a racist. He preferred the taste of dark meat. That's
It's
like
not
if he was
racism.
racist, he was racist against white people.
That's it.
I don't know how different races taste in my defense. I don't know. I've never cooked a human.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. Like you said, it's the ultimate evil is racism. It doesn't make sense at all. Like, I honestly think that like people who fuck children are worse than people who just don't prefer not to be around black people.
Okay, serious question, and I just want to know where you guys are on this.
I'm right here.
Okay. So we all agree that there is nothing at the bottom, there's nothing below kitty fuckers, right?
Yeah, morally, yeah, I would. Yeah, okay.
Okay. But is it worse or the same if it's a white kid or a black kid? Go.
Well, apparently worse.
Wait,
That's what we're told, right?
Which one's worse?
Well, apparently if a black kid is victimized, it would be worse. Right, according to the culture we live in, but that's
But not according to the search parties that are formed.
Right. That's yeah, exactly. If you
I'm not
ask the
aware of
search
party
parties,
statistics.
nobody gives a fuck about the black kids.
Jesus Christ. If a little white girl goes missing, they'll call in Black Hawk Down or whatever the fuck it is, SEAL Team 6 to come in and look for her.
It's probably because her family is rich. I don't know. They do the same
White
thing when billionaires
equals
go
rich,
missing.
apparently.
Anthony, do you remember that call that we had last week with Connor?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to set this up and talk at the same time, and
Okay.
I fucked it up. But my idea for a gag,
Okay.
and I'm not supposed to tell you that it's a gag,
All right.
is to let's check in because I think he's still on the line.
Okay.
If you recall, he was ranting.
All right.
All right. It's not playing. God damn it.
doctors to mutilate their genitals and give them estrogen. Sometimes even children, 16-year-olds, give them fucking double mastectomies.
Who's this?
When are we as a society gonna like all come together and be like, yeah, this shit is fucking insane. No more of this.
We had a caller last week that just would not shut the fuck up.
Like Jesus Christ.
He started the conversation saying that he was a fan of me, like,
I mean, come on.
and
The
then
Trump supporter.
yeah, and
Right.
he was a Trump supporter. Like,
Years ago, this shit would have been
I mean-
like out of this world. If you asked fucking Obama about this, he'd be like, "What are you talking about?" That's how
Is
fucking
this your
far the
background
overthink
music
goes.
now?
That's
if you
how
ask
far
fucking
Your white
Obama about
noise to
this,
fall asleep
mentally
too.
ill people can mutilate themselves.
We'll check in with him next week, see if he's still going.
I'm sure he will be. He did. He said. I remember now. He said I was based. Is that a good thing?
It is, yeah. But that's
Yes.
like 2016 language. I don't know if kids
Yes.
even say that anymore.
Doesn't
Okay,
matter.
so-
Adults can say it now. If kids don't say it,
Talk to the hand.
right?
What's the 2023 version of based then?
I don't know. You have Riz.
What?
Like
Riz.
Isn't he from the
That's-
Wu-Tang
that's what-
Clan?
that's RZA.
No, if you got the Riz, it means you got charisma.
Oh Jesus!
I don't know. Maybe
Christ.
maybe even that's outdated. I don't know. You guys
It's
have
already come
children.
and gone.
Fucking
And I
ask
never
them.
even heard it. It's crazy.
I don't know. Ask your daughter.
Nope.
Riz. That's fucking Jesus Christ. All right. We did the ad read. Move that. Check. All right. You want to, let's see what this one is. Texas airport worker who was sucked into a plane engine died by suicide.
What? How you get sucked into an airplane engine and it's suicide?
El Wingo Wongo sent this in.
All right.
An airline worker who was ingested into a plane's engine Friday night at the San Antonio International Airport took his own life, a medical examiner said.
That's awesome.
What did the medical examiner examine? The ground beef that was left after?
This looks like a suicide. The cause of his death is listed as blunt and sharp force injuries. He fell into a fucking, like a blender. I don't see anything in here about how they decided that it was a suicide. Like, unless there was a video of him running into
Running
it.
into it. Yeah.
It'd be awesome
That's
if
so
there was.
fucking dumb.
I hope he was doing that one run where they put their arms behind their back. You know, that whatever that fucking.
The Naruto, the anime run.
Yeah. I hope he did that right into the fucking engine.
Dude, how fucking dumb are you? I don't know what's more embarrassing, to kill yourself like this or to accidentally die like this.
The co-pilot noticed that a cargo door indicator light was on and opened the cockpit window to try to warn the ramp agents that the engines were still running. Surveillance video showed another ramp worker trying to gesture to Edwards, indicating she should move away from the plane. The airplane shook violently, followed by the immediate automatic shutdown of the number one engine.
So it was a chick?
Does that change it?
Yeah, was it?
Yes.
No.
It always changes it. Anytime you say somebody committed suicide, never ever do I picture a woman ever. I've never
Yeah,
like
they usually fail the suicides.
I just never think of women committing suicide. I don't know. It's because I'm sexist.
Have either of you ever used a wood chipper?
Yes.
No.
Okay. So, you know, when you throw the branches and all that shit in there, it spits it all out the other side.
Yep.
Do you think that that's what happens? Like, did it spit airline worker all over like people's luggage and shit?
I hope so.
Probably.
That's
Just
so
like red
awesome.
soup.
So
Aren't those engines designed to like be able to withstand
birds.
birds flying into them? Yeah.
Yes.
And still keep working?
Yes. So I think so. So I'm wondering if like I don't know what those things cost, but they can't be cheap. So do you think that they were able to clean it and reuse it? Or are they just we're just gonna scrap
What's the
this
warranty?
one? They're gonna take it back and put it on the counter. I need to return this.
Close it down.
It's got guy
If
in
you're
it.
superstitious, what if the engine is haunted now? Imagine living in a fucking engine as a ghost. That would suck.
There's nothing really that says anything about it The only thing that it says is that the coroner is the one that ruled it a suicide.
But there's video.
Just if somebody's saying, "Hey, you should get away from that engine,"
And then a girl that didn't get away from the engine. Suicide.
Maybe the airline company bribed the coroner to make it a suicide so they aren't liable if it was an accident.
Yeah, I can see that.
Edwards' employer, Piedmont Airlines, was fined $15,625 by OSHA
For what?
last week after being found at fault for safety failures by exposing its workers to jet blast hazards.
Jet blast hazards?
50,000.
What?
Okay, so have you guys ever worked anywhere where there's some fucking narc or somebody pissed off, so they call OSHA,
Yeah.
and then they get them to come in and
Yeah.
it's supposed to fuck with everybody?
Yeah.
So do you think that like there was somebody that got in trouble for taking a long weekend or whatever, and like so she hops in, turns herself into ground beef, and he's like, "I'm calling OSHA. Fuck this."
God, fuck that.
15,000, that's nothing. Those engines cost millions of dollars, and this is the fine the airline has to pay? That's nothing. That's like pocket change. That's like a coin on the ground that you see and you wouldn't even pick up. That's so little money to an airline. That's what her life was worth. That's
Right.
fucking sad.
No, and whatever we get in super chats during this episode, I mean, we can dedicate that to her too. I mean, it's fine.
So I guess if I die in the process of selling meat, I want there to be a fine associated somewhere. Like I would be okay if
Just
it's
with the
just like a
principle of it.
$15 fine for somebody jaywalking or something, and I just want somebody to get fined when I die. I don't care who it is or how much it is.
But is
Okay,
it
you just
like-
for the principle of it, you mean?
Yeah, I think it would be funny if on my way out somebody got to open their wallet and be like, "That motherfucker."
I think it would be funny if you guys know how, like, on the highway you'll be driving and then you see the little skid marks that drive into a wall, and there will be a little cross for when somebody died.
Don't
Like,
get
if
me
they put a
started
little
on the
cross
fucking
on the
crosses
wing.
again. So I don't want, if I die driving back and forth between Kansas and Tulsa, I do not want to cross.
why?
Why?
I've ranted about this before. The crosses are bullshit. Like I don't want to think about your dead fucking relative on my way to work.
So what? All right. So how about this? What if I get a bucket of chicken from KFC and I dip it in some kind of clear resin and I make you like a shrine on the side of the road?
Yes.
Donuts. A donut tower.
Like a donut tower and a bucket of chicken?
Like the Red Robin onion ring tower, like that.
Nope. I'm going to get one of those fountains that you put out in your front yard and fill it with gravy, like a gravy fountain.
Yeah, I'm good with all that. Just don't do a fucking cross. I want somebody to drive by and go, "Ooh, donuts." Like I don't want them.
Ooh, donut. He
I
must
wonder
have
what
been a
happens
cool guy.
here.
It would be even cooler if it looks real enough that people stop. I'm gonna do a whole nativity scene looking thing, but it's just like a kid sitting at there selling donuts, but it's all fake, just for your memorial.
I would be interested to talk to somebody that has a white cross on a highway somewhere for a family member because I want to understand what they're trying to do, other than
Well,
bring
we
me
talked
down.
to a guy like that this weekend. Remember the guy whose sister died on the highway? She probably has a cross someplace.
Yeah,
on that
and I would like to know that. I think it's the same thing as the fuckheads that shoot fireworks after midnight. It's inconsiderate
Wait,
To have a
They're-
cross for your dead relative?
they're
to make me think about your dead relative when I'm just trying to get to work.
they are considering their relatives. They don't give a fuck about you,
They can consider their relatives in the privacy of their own fucking home.
but their relatives died in the public.
I don't.
On the
what the
highway.
fuck does that have to do with putting a cross up? What does it do?
It makes you slow down and think, that could have been me.
No, it don't.
Well, it should.
Yeah, I don't think anyone
You piece of
slows down.
shit.
You know what? How do you know that they didn't die because they slowed down and looked at something?
Another cross.
Or they could have been, there could have been something out in the field distracting them on the side of the road, and they were looking over at that distraction, and then they were thinking about it, and they crashed into the fucking people that were standing on the side of the road and killed them. And now they have a cross there that I have to look at when I go by thinking, I wonder how they died. And then I fucking run into somebody.
So the crosses should come with like billboards that explain the reason, maybe.
In real small letters.
I would be okay with it if right above a cross was a picture of the crash.
Like a little display with the video.
Yeah, a VCR tape on a loop that just plays the crash over and over and over. That's not a bad idea.
Would suck.
Okay, I'll keep going.
All right.
What
we
other
did that
topics
one.
you got?
So, did you hear also, they're doing reparations in California. They put together that reparations task force or whatever a couple years back, and then they came back with their determination that, yeah, we should give black people money. Like, that's all happening right now, right? And in that report, they also said that they want to end child support debt for reparations because,
Child support debt?
yes, if you owe child support, they want to wipe that clean for reparations. It sounds like I made that up.
That sounds really racist.
Yes, it sounds like I made that up.
I think I'm okay with that.
It says the report claims that these laws are discriminatory and have torn African American families apart.
Wait, what?
Right.
Because so many black men owe child support?
Yes, one effect of these longstanding harms is the disproportionate amount of African Americans who are burdened with child support debt. I'm not even making it literally sounds like something I would just make up.
I can't even take an opposing view on this. Okay. So if you got on here and said, you know how them black people are without paying child support,
Right.
then you're a racist.
Right.
But if you use fancy college words and say, well, it would affect a disproportionate amount of black men.
Right. A disproportionate number of African American parents are saddled with crushing debt that hinders their ability to attend school or job training, maintain housing, or find employment.
That's what's stopping them.
Right.
If I didn't
This
have
is how they
15
get away
babies
with
kids running
racism.
around, then I'd be at fucking Harvard.
Right.
Imagine like some guy in a KKK hood just saying, yeah, you know how them N-words are always abandoning their own children.
Right.
That
They do
would never
say that.
fly. But if you're a fucking left-wing politician, you can literally go, yes, for diversity, equity, and inclusion, we have decided to forego all child support payments for black males of people
Because
of
they
color
don't pay
because
it
they are
anyways.
disproportionately... You're saying the same thing.
Yes.
But you're saying it with like fancy, nice, inclusive, effeminate college words. You're just as racist.
Right.
The KKK should just learn that language, is what I'm saying. If they want to get away with it and get votes, I guess.
I think you're right.
California is such a shithole.
It really, really is. But Illinois is not far behind. So
Okay.
it's true.
Did you see that Florida's apparently getting rid of alimony payments?
Oh,
Or
really?
something, I think.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I might be misquoting that actually, but yeah, DeSantis said that no more alimony in my state.
No more alimony in my state. Actually, I don't know. I don't know.
Why do you
I
say
don't know
that's
how I
awesome?
feel about. I just said that. I don't know how I feel about that. I go back and forth. I think that
Okay.
if your wife has never worked and you've provided for your wife for 20 years and then you cheat on your wife and she wants to leave you, I think you should pay alimony. I think that you fucked up
Yeah,
her
I
life.
agree. So apparently this says it ends permanent alimony. I don't know what that means. Does that mean so even if she remarries to a
Yeah.
new man, you still have to pay her?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. Okay, that's bullshit. Yeah, that shouldn't be a thing.
I
If
agree.
she's remarried, fucking, you have a new sugar daddy. Fuck off. Why
Right.
should I still pay
Let's say
you?
permanent alimony is until she enters another marriage.
Yeah.
Does that change your view?
Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
No,
Yes,
of course
you
not.
should-
Because what idiot is going to be like, hey, let me get married so I can stop this gravy train? No, she just won't get married. She'll just live with a guy, not get married, and take your money.
Well, she might just get on a new gravy train
No.
if he also has money. You know,
Why wouldn't she?
I'm
Why
okay
wouldn't
with
she
that.
ride both
Like,
gravy trains?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, women be shopping.
he's my gravy daddy.
It should be. Let's see. What about this? For every year that you're married, you get like a month of alimony, or 2 months, or a arbitrary number.
But what if she works and you work? Should you pay alimony at that point?
It depends.
On what?
Is that how it works? I don't know.
If you make $200,000 a year and she makes chicken McNuggets, then yeah, you should have to.
I love chicken McNuggets.
What if it's the other way around and she's the breadwinner?
Then the man should get alimony.
Do they though?
I don't know.
Does that ever happen?
I don't know. I'm sure
Would you-
somewhere.
So if you were in that situation, okay, a couple things. If you were in that situation, you got divorced, would you feel like shit taking alimony?
If I could
No,
do it
why
without
would
anybody
you?
knowing.
Right.
Okay, you don't want your male ego scratched, yeah, but yeah. Oh, apparently men do get alimony. God, what a bunch of bitches.
No, I wouldn't take it. Fucking homos.
No. But I don't know. I this is where I'm like kind of old fashioned. I think I feel like men should provide for their wives. So I don't know.
And there's
Yeah, I
nothing
agree.
wrong
If
with
you-
that. But I don't think you should be obligated to a lifetime of paying for it if she's no longer giving it to you.
Right.
Only until she has a new husband. I
No.
agree.
No.
Or her own job.
No.
Why?
Or
Because-
her own job.
Okay, let's say that you scratch the lottery. You buy an instant lottery ticket and you win $10,000 a month for life.
Sweet.
Or until you enter you win another lottery or get a higher paying job.
Oh yeah, I just got 10,000 for life. Then I'm never gonna get a higher paying job.
You're
That's how
not
that
only
works.
not only that, you're never going to buy any more lottery tickets if it
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but what if she meets someone richer? That's what I'm saying is that's when it should
She
end
would
the
double
alimony
dip.
from the previous husband.
Wouldn't you double
What?
dip?
Okay, but she shouldn't be able to. That's what okay, let's say your wife divorces you and she just happens to meet Elon Musk the next day and he fucking fucks her real good and they end up married.
Right.
Should you be paying alimony to her still?
Nobody's talking
no,
about
no.
what she just fucks Elon Musk and then just keeps fucking Elon Musk and Anthony keeps paying.
Right.
And
Elon
Elon
Musk
Musk
But
is
she gets
paying
married
also.
to him.
No, she wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. If it was you, if you had a vagina and Elon Musk was pounding on it and you were getting money from him,
I don't like this
I
hypothetical.
lost my train of thought.
What position are we in?
I don't know.
What the fuck are we talking about? Okay.
Reparations.
How much time you guys got left?
I don't know, whatever.
Are you
I
good?
got time.
Yeah, I'm good. It's hot as hell in here though, so hurry it up.
So how much time you guys got left?
It's fucking hot in here, man.
Brownsburg teacher's license revoked after video shows she forced 7-year-old special needs student to eat his own vomit.
Sweet.
All right. Nemesis sent this to us. One of 2 licensed teachers police say were involved in forcing a 7-year-old special needs student in Brownsburg to eat his vomit has voluntarily revoked her Indiana teaching license. And working in Brownsburg were criminally charged. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck the kid did wrong.
Vomit.
He threw up. Duh.
He probably
think
ate
that's
his
wrong?
crayons or something.
Does it say what his special need is? Because, I mean, that makes a difference.
Does it?
Yes. There's full-blown retard, and then there's, like, he's just a little special. You know what I mean? Like,
What he's just mildly autistic.
While Seymour is the one who police say told
Seymour. That's great.
that's her last name, told
Yeah,
the 7-year-old life
Seymour.
skill student that he would have to eat whatever he threw up. Taylor is the one investigator said gave the child a tray to throw up on and eat off of.
Oh, that's awesome. At least they
She
gave
gave
him
him
a tray.
a tray?
Yeah, you don't want him eating off the floor. That's gross.
What if she gave him chopsticks too?
That's awesome. But I wonder
It
why.
was planned.
Just
This
for
is
fun?
Premeditated.
Was it just for
Okay.
fun, or was he in trouble?
In all fairness, right? So I can't imagine being a teacher how it would be incredibly difficult to maintain your composure dealing with kids all day, right?
Would it be incredibly difficult not to make them eat their throw up? Is that hard for you?
Not to abuse them. I know what you mean. Kids are annoying, but
Right. Okay.
then
Can you
don't become a
imagine
fucking
being
teacher.
surrounded by 15, 12-year-olds screaming and hollering all the time? Now make them retarded and imagine how much more stress you were under.
Right, yeah. I'm stressed. Eat your throw up. That's not an excuse.
You're being obtuse.
I'm being obtuse, but I'm really stressed out. I'm going to need you to eat your throw up to really calm me down here. What? That doesn't make any sense.
No, it's okay. So let's say that you have this one little tard that just constantly every fucking day he keeps puking. Every day. No matter what you do.
Is it Ben?
He keeps puking. Yes, it's Ben. Okay. At
right.
some point, you're going to say, look, if you're going to throw up, go into the fucking bathroom.
Yeah,
You fucking waterhead. You don't have to sit here and puke in the goddamn classroom.
right. And okay, get to the part where you make him eat it. I'm still having trouble understanding.
If you say, listen, you waterhead, the next time you have to puke, go use the fucking bathroom like a fucking human. And he just looks at you with his stupid tart eyes and goes "Bleh," and pukes on the fucking floor. At some point, you're going to grab him by the back of the head and lick it up. You did this.
That's when they need to rotate the teacher out for a new one. Whenever they burn out.
Every time Ben pukes, you got to hire another fucking teacher.
No, every 100 pukes, you get a new one, so he
300
doesn't snap.
pukes, you get a new
So
teacher.
what do they got? Like one of them little punch cards? Whatever.
So does it say whether or not Ben was black in this story?
Guess the race.
Maybe they need Michelle
Does it
Pfeiffer.
say the
She
conclusion?
set this
Did
kid
the
straight.
teacher... I assume she got fired.
She resigned.
Oh.
That was nice of her.
Easier to explain on the resume.
I had to resign because I made this kid eat his own puke. No big deal.
Oh, what is this one? 95-year-old woman tasered by police in Australia.
Sweet.
Oh, I
Died.
heard about that
I
one.
forgot about the die part.
Dies. So, okay, first, let me
Didn't
ask
she,
you.
menacingly walk towards them with her walker?
Yes.
Well,
And she had a steak knife.
that's what I was going to ask you. Is there an age limit on, being tasered? Because, you shouldn't taser somebody because they're old? You get a pass?
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Why?
Because she's slow.
She's in a
She's not
walker.
gonna kill you.
She Okay.
So you're underestimating these people. That's when you die. You got to keep your head on a swivel.
Okay,
Always.
so you are against you're for tasing 95-year-old women in walkers,
Yes.
but you're against making retards eat their own throw up.
Yeah. Wait. No. It depends on the scenario. Is there a way that we can combine these two things and make the lady eat the vomit?
Does it say what the dispute was about? Why did she have a steak knife? And why was she running at the police?
Was critically
Walking,
injured after police
crawling.
responded to reports she was wandering around the home, which is, I think, assisted living or whatever, with a steak knife at about 4 o'clock last Wednesday. New South Wales police said she died surrounded by family and loved ones. The officer who tasered Miss Nolan had been charged with assault.
Why? She was walking around with a knife threatening people or no?
I don't know. Last week, police said she was armed with a steak knife. On Friday, they confirmed that she required a walking frame to move and that the officer discharged his taser after she began approaching at a slow pace.
That sounds like biased reporting to me.
I mean, one of the officers is quoting saying, at a slow pace.
Oh, all right, then. I'll allow it.
With a knife. She was probably just walking to the sink to wash it or something.
She was a butter knife.
Not on my watch, Grandma.
I'll allow it. You shouldn't be menacing with a knife. You don't get off because you're old.
Menacing.
Right. You don't get off because
You think
you're
the
old.
cop yelled like, gun, 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 or knife, knife, knife.
And she said, what?
Pull out his fucking taser.
Okay. Thank you, Caleb. Do one more?
Yeah.
Or do phone calls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to open. Fuck, give me a
All
break.
right.
Who sent this in? Lindsay. Seattle official refuses to resign after defending convicted pedophile's nomination for board seat.
Mm.
Oh, fuck.
Bored on what?
I think I can play this video.
Oh, boy.
I'm just going to play the audio from the video.
Okay.
But there's, if I remember, it's like a school board or community, what is it?
That's not good.
A meeting of the King County Regional Homelessness Authority Continuum of Care Advisory Committee
That's a lot of words.
Okay.
became very heated
Hobos.
when one particular board member exploded over an objection to approving a prospective seat nomination for a convicted pedophile.
Okay.
All right.
Hmm.
Give me a second here.
What would that position even entail? And how do they know he's a pedophile? And why is he a free man?
I hope it's a woman.
Can I say something? We have a code of ethics on this board, and Thomas Whitaker Raven Crowfoot is a sex offender, a repeat sex offender, and I have had bad experience with him.
So I don't cut you off because we can't disclose people's personal business here, right?
Okay.
And although that's public disclosure, like we have no right to out anybody in this space.
Oh,
Okay,
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
I thought, thinking of
Right?
what
Like
you
that's just
did
not
here.
okay at all.
Okay,
And I won't
and I
stand for that
apologize.
as a coach here.
No, but fucking kids is
I'm
cool.
not
We don't
here
do
to
that here.
discover
No.
people's backgrounds. And actually, I'm glad that if that is the case, that he's here, because sex offenders are another population that is most vulnerable that don't have housing.
Okay.
People
I'm not here.
God.
Oh, that's awesome. Sex offenders are the ones who are vulnerable.
Can you bring that
not the
screen
kids
up
they fucked.
again?
What's that?
Sorry, can you bring up the video again, but don't play the video. Just watch, read the text there. Patricia, lived expert. They're all lived experts. I don't know what that means, as opposed to a dead expert, I guess. But they have their representations. LGBTQIA2S+, American Indian / Alaska, Native, Indigenous. Representation, chronic homelessness. Wait, look at the last one.
chronic
Representation, single adults. Is that a disability now?
Huh.
Is being an incel finally a disability? Did they manage to do that?
Can you get government assistance for that? Jeez.
I want my welfare wife. The government owes me a woman.
God, how awesome would that be? I would be all in on the government train if that was the case. So, where does it go? Every week we've been doing this for so long, and every week I ask the same question: where does it go from here? What's the next step?
my next step is to figure out what a lived expert means.
It has to be tied to lived experience. But I don't know what I guess an expert with actual real world experience.
Isn't every experience a real world experience? Everything that happens to you is lived experience. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Okay, it's an expert by experience.
Okay, so
So
an expert.
stupid.
So, like, I could be an obesity lived expert, right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I guess that's their fancy college word for saying street smarts instead of book smarts, right?
Or
No,
stupid.
no, so-
Just
so-
stupid.
Okay, Anthony could never speak on what it's like to be homeless, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I could.
Okay.
No,
Right.
I don't think you could.
I was homeless, so
No,
it
I
seems
don't
like I
think
should
you
be able
were.
to speak on it.
Did you sleep on the streets?
I mean, I've fallen asleep on a street before.
In front of a bar.
You're a lived expert.
I have slept. Okay, so hold on. Are you telling me that because I was able to crash somewhere 99.9%, let's say 100% of the time, I could find a place to sleep?
Yes.
You're saying that then I didn't live. You're trying to take my homelessness away from me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not
you
only trying to take it away from you. You never had it. You don't even get it ever.
Did you not just see the screen? You had acute homelessness. They have chronic homelessness.
That's acute homelessness.
Okay, so if I didn't have a home or the listness, why would I not be homelessness?
Wait. I don't know if that's how that works. Because homeless means you have no place to stay.
No, homeless means you don't have a home. It's in the word.
No, for your argument, yeah, sure, that's what it means. But in real life, that's not what it means.
That's not
Hold
true.
on a minute. Is the pedophile they nominated also a lived expert? Because that would be pretty bad.
He's a lived expert on pedophilia.
Anthony, finish your argument. You're not making any sense.
If I say I move out of my house and I just live on your couch for 6 months, never ever is there a threat that you're going to kick me out. Never is there a threat that I'm not going to have a couch to live on. In what?
but
In what functional way am I homeless?
That's not what I said. That's not what happened to me. I never stayed anywhere for more than a couple nights.
The time is irrelevant.
It was just trying to find. So, okay, when Ryan said, "Doug, you've got to go. Like today's the last day. You can't stay here anymore."
Right.
Okay, so I put all my clothes into a fucking garbage bag.
Yep.
And get in my car and go wherever.
Yep.
To find another place to stay. So am I homeless until I find a place to stay? And then if I go to my buddy's house and he says, "Yeah, you can crash here tonight," and I know that means I'm going to try to stay there as long as possible, and he thinks
Right.
it means I'm going to stay there one night.
In what way are you homeless? That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Other than the fact
if
that you
I
don't
leave
own the
Ryan's
place
house,
where you're sleeping.
if I leave Ryan's house and I don't have a place to put my garbage bag full of clothes other than my car,
Right.
how is that not homeless?
You're a bum, not homeless. You have a home to sleep in still, which is your friends' homes.
Yes.
No, but Jesus fucking Christ,
Or
you
your
guys
car.
I think you guys are
Homelessness
the
doesn't
fucking
mean that
puke-eating
you're not a
waterheads.
homeowner.
What?
You're equating homelessness with just not literally owning a home or having a home over your own.
No, I'm not. I'm equating homelessness without knowing where I'm going to sleep that night.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you have someplace to sleep, a home, even if it's not your own. That's not homelessness.
Right.
You're both fucking retarded. Like you're both privileged retards. Okay. So you're telling me
Privileged retards.
you're telling me that when I didn't know where I was going to stay the next night, okay, all I know is that I got kicked out of where I was staying.
Right.
And I take my garbage bag full of all my belongings and I throw it in my pickup truck, which wasn't licensed properly or have insurance.
Irrelevant to this situation, but okay.
And then
At the end of the day, you had a car.
Yeah, but it was illegal. It was a car.
Who cares? Worst case, you still had a confined space to sleep in where the rain wouldn't fall on
Right,
your
we're not
head,
arguing
right?
carlessness. We're arguing homelessness.
Same thing. If you're poor,
Okay, so you're telling
Point
me
is you
that
weren't
you're
literally on
telling
the
me that
street.
if a bum has a refrigerator box to sleep in or a pallet house, then he's not homeless anymore? Or it's got to have wheels. Then
There's very strict requirements.
because
I mean, I think an RV is a moving domicile, right?
By your thought, I should be able to go to Lowe's and buy 10 wheelbarrows and solve homelessness.
How badass would that be?
All your prayers are answered.
You could give them just like big cartons and they could live in them like hermit crabs.
But
Just always carrying them on their backs.
the problem here is that you're pretending like you were like a homeless person, but you weren't. You were never a homeless person.
Oh, so I was without a home and I was traveling around looking for a place to stay, but I was pretending.
Yeah, you know you're pretending now. You're pretending now
You're
that your situation
appropriating
was
homelessness.
Yeah, you weren't homeless. You were never a homeless person. You were never someone who slept on the streets. You weren't that guy. But for some reason you're pretending to be that guy now.
Okay, I've told you I've slept on the street and I didn't have a place to stay. What part of that? What am I pretending about?
What you
Passing
fell
out in front of a
asleep-
strip club doesn't
That's
count.
That's not right. Getting drunk and walking outside the bar and falling down asleep isn't being homeless.
Okay, it's two different times. It's two different.
That's chronic homelessness.
Son of a bitch, you are chronic homeless. Son of a bitch. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
You guys are something else, man.
So
Like,
you
I
so
don't
you
know
think
why-
that there's no difference between the situation that you were in and somebody who fucking lives on the street in a tent? You think those are the same thing?
Same category of things, yes. They're just better at it than me. Uh-huh. Okay, what about the time when I ate in a soup kitchen? Motherfucker, you gonna take that from me too?
That just makes you
Just
removed.
makes you an asshole.
Yeah.
No.
You're taking food from people who really needed it.
No, I was in a Catholic youth group and we had to go serve food to the homeless people and then we got to have lunch afterwards.
Oh.
That's different. you set it up completely differently. Now I feel like an asshole
Yeah.
for calling you out on it. Thanks a lot.
Well, would you look at the homeless people like in their faces now and say, I'm just the same as you?
Yes.
No, you dick.
I know what you're going through, man.
So when
been
you
there,
were
dude.
when you were laying on your friend's couch, did you have a can with a little sign that said like taking money from the people that walk by his couch?
All right. You guys want to do a couple phone calls?
Sure.
Yeah, you start. I'm going to pee.
Oh, Kai Pie. Boomer Doug. Ha, Boomer Doug. Okay, Boomer.
Look at Jody's comment.
Kai looks like he's taking a pic for the back of a book. That's great. Nobody wants more nugget. Thanks a lot, Tom. Subreddit surfing.
Normally, I get pissed off when you change the super chat words around.
Uh-huh.
Not this time.
Ghost EXE. Doug, can you be the dad I never had? My knitter. That was addressed to you.
No.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
yeah.
That's the black guy. Yes.
Oh, cool.
I want a black baby.
I am Nami said bukake. Thank you, Nami. Hatred. Bernie Gers for president. Do you think that's supposed to say Bernie gets?
No, I think he's trying to trick you into saying the N word.
Oh, that was stupid. That didn't work.
I mean, it did.
I mean, not really. Seabull. Hatred. Ben's fingers must smell really good, huh, Doug? At least I got a chuckle.
Okay. So I am about to fire this motherfucker.
Okay.
I specifically skipped that super chat.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that. That's funny.
No.
You know, it's super smart when you tell people what makes you angry on the internet.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. Like I'm so close to just being done with this piece of shit. I don't care. Fuck it. I'm done. All right, let's make some calls.
All right, cool.
Okay, Anthony. Now is your fucking opportunity.
What's my
Don't
opportunity?
give me that fucking deer in the headlight, 1,000-yard stare Vietnam veteran. Look, fuck.
Vietnam veteran.
What did I ask for the last 2 weeks? And you said I will take care of it.
Oh yeah, synthesizers. Yeah, dude, it's not gonna happen. I don't have anything that's gonna
Any musical instrument. I said a recorder, anything. Banjo. I don't give a fuck. Can you guys banter back and forth?
Sure.
Yeah.
How you
have you
been
been?
doing, Kaya?
Don't you think Doug looks balder than usual? I don't know if he's like freshly shaven or what's going on.
Stop bantering.
So demanding. Stop bantering.
There will be less bantering.
Is Kaya trapped in Anthony's basement? I don't have a basement. So no.
And I'm not trapped.
And he's not trapped. He just went to the bathroom, didn't you see?
Yeah, I can pee.
I
And I
let
have
him
a
go
home.
pee
I'm
when
not
he needs
chronically
to.
homeless.
Right.
But thank you for the $2. I'm sure Doug and Anthony enjoy the 25 cents each that they were going to get from that.
I mean, I do. I enjoy enjoying.
I don't even think we should read $2 fucking super unless I get $5 in my pocket.
God, you are a greedy bastard.
No, I'm not asking for people to donate more. I'm asking for me to have to speak less.
No, you're doing this all wrong.
Yeah, what are you even setting up right now?
Phone calls.
You could play that retard ranting about Trump and Obama as an intermission.
Who even was that? Was his name Connor? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Didn't mean to call you a retard. I'm sorry, Connor.
Yeah, sure, me too.
I'm sure you're great.
So that makes me think, is that how people perceive like that I'm like a hardcore Trump supporter? It's so weird.
Yeah.
No, if you're not a fucking Redditor cuckold, you're just a Trump MAGA hat racist. It's so
Weird.
fucking binary.
No, I'm non-binary.
I'm Trump fluid.
Ew. I don't even know if you mean his cum or his tanning lotion.
Yes.
All right, Stormfighter, you missed your fucking window.
Thank you for another 25 cents, Michael.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right.
Doug,
Corey, what's up?
what's up, man?
Nothing. What's up with you?
I'm laying here with my cat. Why are you calling me?
Because I got your fucking number in front of me.
Oh, cool.
We don't have to talk. I can hang up and move to the next one.
No, I'll keep you for at least 30 seconds. I paid my money's worth.
Then why are you
So
acting like you don't want to talk?
Why are you asking then?
Well, I wasn't expecting a phone call.
You put your fucking number in here. And you said you owe me 4 phone calls, bucko.
Dude. Douglas, do you know how long ago that was?
No. Yes, October 14th of 2022.
Okay.
Jesus.
That was a long time ago. We keep our promises around here.
Okay, are you still a patron?
I am.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah, if I get
What's
on
this
the
guy's
phone,
name?
you motherfucker.
Corey?
Corey,
Yeah.
have you ever been chronically
Corey.
homeless?
For a couple years.
Okay.
Years, really?
Settle a debate, Corey. So it's me, Anthony, and Kaya on the line with you right now. And
Mhm.
I was asking, or I had mentioned that at one point I was homeless. And Anthony is trying to take that away from me because I didn't sleep in a tent. What in your mind
No, don't
qualifies
fucking
somebody
don't.
as
No,
being?
no.
Shut up.
No, you
You
don't
had
get
your
to
chance to
cut
talk.
down my argument to you didn't sleep in a tent. That's not what I said.
That's exactly what you said. You said, do you think you're in the same situation as somebody who sleeps in a tent?
No, but you slept on your rich friends' couches in their nice
In a
homes.
in a
and
mansion
ate their food.
and swam in their pool.
Not true. Don't listen to him. So, Corey, what does it mean to be
I
homeless?
think homeless is without 4 walls and a roof.
For how
Yeah,
long?
So Doug wasn't homeless.
No, for how long?
Yeah.
I don't know. Longer than 3 weeks.
What?
It's just, that's arbitrary.
Okay. So the situation specifically was I didn't have a place to stay. I would stay at my friend's house until they kicked me out, and then I would go somewhere else. Okay. And what I am saying is when I was between places, that in that time I was homeless. And as a matter of fact, even while I was at their place, I was homeless.
Oh, poor Doug.
You're just couch surfing.
Homeless couch surfing. Okay, so what?
No, that's just couch surfing.
All right,
There's
your
no
30
homeless-
seconds is up.
This guy was homeless and he doesn't even agree with you.
Okay, it's only couch surfing if you know where your next couch is. And sometimes it was a spare bed. Sometimes it was only a full.
You don't get
full-size
to just
mattress.
make these rules up as you go.
It's common sense. If you leave one couch and you don't know where you're going to get your next couch, you're couchless, and you can't have a home without a couch, right?
So
What?
I don't know.
did you ever spend one night outside of somebody else's couch or you're like on the streets?
And you weren't drunk.
No,
Right, so you're not homeless. You were never homeless.
no, but you qualified it by saying not drunk. I was drunk for fucking 3 years of my life. Like, there's several times that I slept outside when I was drunk. I mean, if I could have made it inside, I would have went to sleep in my bed. But I would.
Right.
Right, yeah, homeless.
So were you homeless for that night?
Yes. Okay,
But that's a chronic homelessness.
Oh.
Connor, or Corey.
Connor. Who's Connor?
Shut up.
Who's Connor, motherfucker?
I also ate at a soup kitchen. Did you ever eat at a soup kitchen?
Get food stamps too? Yes.
What?
Okay.
I've also worked at a food kitchen.
Well, Lottie fucking die, Mr. Bigwig.
I hope people like you.
Thanks, man.
People like you. He's not homeless.
Not anymore. No, I pick myself up by my bootstraps. All right, man.
It's a lot of weight to pick up.
Shut up.
All right.
Bye. Thanks for your support, man.
I appreciate the call.
Bye.
Yeah, I love you. Poop scoop.
You have
Poop
a nice
scoop,
day.
scoop. You want to check in with Agron?
Sure.
He's the next one on the list.
All right. It's been a while. Hopefully he's doing good. I think last time we talked to him, he had just lost his job.
Yeah. But I hope he's got another job because there's a new Lego set that I want.
Uh-huh.
I hope he got a good paying job.
You are so homeless.
I don't know why you want to take away my livelihood or my life, my living experience.
Your expertise.
Your lived
Your call is
experience.
forwarded to the automatic voice message system.
Chris.
Is not available.
That's not right.
Do one more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna if we don't speed up these fucking calls, man, we're gonna lap. Like we're gonna be a full year behind.
That's no good.
You should just let it ring once and hang up. Call it a day.
Even if they answer.
See, you give it too much time.
You have reached.
Brittany.
After
Next.
leaving a message, you can hang up.
Brittany.
All right. That was Fredo. Fredo is done. I wanted to talk to Fredo.
Done. Why? Because he's Italian?
The note they left is when I was 13, I found $40,000 in gold coins.
Do you think
I
that's
thought
true?
that would be an interesting story. Oh, fuck. God, I hate this. Our fucking producer can do all kinds of shit that nobody's asking for, but I can't get him to have these fucking phone calls teed up.
Uh-huh. Wait, what's he doing that nobody's asking for?
Mariah says you should let people know when you're gonna call them.
Mariah should mind her own fucking business. Like, how the fuck am I going to do that?
The person you call
Call him.
voicemail box.
Call him and let him know.
Oh my god. You called them like a year later, and no wonder half of them are out of service.
Hey, you're on our side here, okay? Don't
I?
question our methods.
I kind of prefer when they don't answer because I still just mark them as done and move to the next one.
That's so
Please leave
shitty.
your message for
Johan.
Oh, Johan. Done. Fucking killing it tonight.
Hope you enjoyed that call, Johan.
I want to get at least one more completed fucking call.
Keep trying.
I am. I'm
Eventually it'll happen.
doing the best that I can here.
Let's see. Kaya's Brown, Popscop. Week 3 of asking K-Cups and Duck's son. Popscop. Mr. Bowen says, what's new?
Martin. Sorry, man.
your call has been forwarded to
That was fun.
Bye.
When are y'all getting a wrestler on the podcast? Don't.
You said don't. I
I'm
want
not
it.
actually
I want Doug
listening.
to walk me through some wrestling, but he won't. He wants to talk to everybody else about wrestling except for me. I'm
We already
genuinely
did a-
curious. No, I want to do a whole episode dedicated to WrestleMania. I want you to walk me
nobody,
through the whole
there's
fucking
nobody
thing.
that wants to listen to that.
I want to hear it. I don't give a fuck what they want to hear. I
Okay,
want to
then-
know.
Why?
Okay, then I challenge
Shut
you.
up, Kaya. I don't.
I challenge you when we get off the show. Call me and I will.
I'm out. That doesn't sound like fun at all.
All right, thanks, Kaya.
You're giving up? Try a few more numbers.
Fuck.
You're giving up? Giving up so soon?
Try 3 more. Come on, we can do it. We're committed now.
Try 3
time is
more.
Jeez.
Should we just do that? Just do a phone call show and have Mr. Bones edit out all the dead air?
It's gonna be 3 minutes. Oh my god.
Nobody's home.
That was cool. All right, somebody just called.
Somebody called you?
Yeah, we're gonna try calling them back.
All right.
Bound and determined to hear somebody else's voice on the other side of this fucking phone.
Oh, boy.
Oh, okay. You guys call me back.
Hey, what's up?
Yo, what's going on? I was in the middle of playing a game.
Okay,
Two.
so how long have you been a patron, and are you still a patron?
Yes, I'm still a patron. A little over a year, something like that.
Thank you for your support, and I won't hang up on you.
Yeah, thank you for your service.
All right.
Very much appreciated.
So you
Is
are,
Kyle in the call?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. Hi.
Oh, sweet. He's my favorite of the official podcast. I don't listen to them as much anymore.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
Kyle,
How are
any
you
thoughts?
today? You are. I think you're the 9th person we've called that finally picked up.
I had no hope in you guys calling me. It took forever. I figured it got lost in the file somewhere.
All right, so what game were you playing? And why wasn't it door kickers?
It was Flappy Bird.
Dynasty.
What's that?
I wish it was door kickers. I strive. I'm trying to be as good as you.
So if I challenge you or anybody that's listening, get door kickers. Or door
I
kickers.
stand no chance. Right, I rightfully say so now, but
What?
I stand no chance at door kickers. You'd kick my ass for sure.
Right. Yeah.
Undoubtedly.
Undoubtedly.
No, I'll take the L there. Indubitably.
So where are you from?
You
Challenge
guys
him
got a
at
great
a.
show, though. I really appreciate the call. I live in Alabama.
Oh.
Do pest control.
What? Okay. Who is, in your opinion, the dirtiest race? And is it white people?
Who's the biggest pest?
Dirtiest racist white people. Biggest pest. Gotta be Indians. I hate to be that guy, but nah, dude, they keep their houses so hot, and definitely gnats everywhere all the time.
The Dot Indians?
Hot?
For sure, yeah.
How many
a lot
degrees?
Of, a lot of them running the gas stations around here. Got good money to buy the service.
Wait, how many degrees do they
degrees?
keep their homes?
80-ish.
Jesus.
Why? Okay.
They don't run
they
the
lizards?
AC. They try and just keep it cool.
So you're telling me that so Indians, like if I don't know an Indian stereotypical Indian name, Jaffa, is that Indian?
Jay Patel.
Okay, if K-Tel Records calls you
Yeah.
and you know you're going to an Indian's house, so then you automatically assume that it's going to be a dirty house or just hot.
I don't immediately assume, but if it's a Jay Patel, I do. There's a lot of them, inconveniently for some reason. I have like 3 accounts under the same Jay Patel, different people.
No, but I'm trying to understand: is an Indian's house hot or is it dirty and hot?
Does it
The
matter?
dirty ones are always hot, and that leads to bugs. But it doesn't inherently mean everyone of the race be dirty.
Okay, let's say that
Right,
it's
but-
always 70 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay, the temperature never goes
Always
up above 70. Who has the dirtier
Cool.
house?
All right.
Okay.
Dirtier house. Yeah, stick with the same answer for sure.
Because their house is hot.
I would have thought with all their gold, like
No.
their shiny clothes and shit, that their houses were clean.
You would think so, but stuff just piles up, and there's always like trash bags that aren't taken out for some reason, and they just kind of sit around.
You take out their
Like,
trash?
it's clean to an extent, but no, I don't take it out for them. I'm wondering why they don't.
Oh, I thought you said you took
There'll be
it out.
bags piled up in the house.
Maybe it's
Oh,
not
no.
garbage. Maybe they got a guy living on their couch.
I also wouldn't
Okay.
want to move if it was that
Very
hot in my
possible.
home. 80 degrees is insane.
Yeah.
Okay, other than Indians, just between blacks, whites, and Mexicans, who has the dirtier house? Because I'm guessing it's
Asians?
white.
After that, yeah, probably whites for sure. There's a bunch of bad ones. I got this one like nightmare house I'm going to. It's this lady that definitely the worst house I've ever been in. Trash everywhere, and I'm not getting rid of her roach issue.
Was she a hoarder?
Oh, for sure.
So what do? You're not getting.
It's
You
not
said
that
you're
often.
not getting rid of the roaches. What do you do then? Just go there and just make the spray noise and pretend?
I mean, I could.
That'll be
I
$2,000.
could put as much product as I want, but until they clean the house, they're not going away.
So is
Yeah.
now when you say that she was a hoarder, is it like the show hoarders, or did she just have a lot of stuff? Like, did you have to walk on top
Okay, it
of
was like-
garbage?
Yes. And it was like the show hoarders, but she only hoarded trash for some reason.
That's awesome. It's her treasures,
And when
man.
when I say nightmare house, I mean like actually roaches falling on me as I walk through the house. It's absurd. I don't know how people live there.
So don't you have some kind of like aren't you like a mandatory reporter or whatever where you have to tell people you have to tell somebody if somebody's living like that?
Like to her landlord?
Not that I'm aware of.
Can you just refuse to do the job?
I can under certain situations, but like in that situation, I just have to be straight up with the customer. Like, yo, it's not happening until you clean.
Did you tell them
Some
that?
people don't like to hear it. They get mad, scream at you. I haven't this house yet. I've only been there twice.
Spray him in the fucking face with your.
Just get rid of the people, then you don't have to worry about getting rid of the bugs.
So, do you like duct tape your pant legs and shit?
No. I mean, I wear long pants and good work boots. They don't usually get up on me.
Oh, that's so fucking gross.
If I'm doing a bed bug, if I do a bed bug job, I gotta strap up a little bit more so they're not coming on me when I leave.
So when you go to somebody's house and the bugs are crawling on you as you walk, you're not scared of bringing that shit back to your own house?
I usually check myself out pretty good, especially in the driveway and for sure before I go in my house. Like when I'm leaving a house, I usually check. 'Cause there's a lot of times
Yeah,
people
but
have
can't like
trash
a cockroach
in the
hitch
yard
a
in my
ride in
way.
your pants cuffs?
Right, you're gross, dude. That's disgusting.
He's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, just thinking about it is grossing me out, man.
Nah, doesn't really happen. Like I said, if I'm doing like fleas, ticks, or bed bugs, I usually check myself pretty thoroughly. But otherwise, it's not that big of a deal.
No, it is. I don't think you understand.
Right.
For sure. Oh man, I don't know why, but I started respecting Anthony a lot more when I started seeing you guys on video. I didn't watch like for the first year.
Is it because I'm
And I
based?
hopped in it for some reason. He seems way smarter.
It's the
He
glasses.
seems, he seems way smarter. I got you fooled.
So
You look smarter than you sound. Here's my compliment.
I'll take it.
okay, so I'm curious because I have my own opinion on this.
Thanks.
Do you think that Anthony appears smarter to you when you started watching, or around the time you started watching, did Anthony's viewpoints change or the way he articulated them?
Anthony's viewpoints totally changed. I tried to get to the backlog after I started, so I watched some of that shit. I didn't get everything for sure, but
I'm nothing if not consistent.
No, okay. I was totally way more on Doug's side when I first started. He's hilarious. I was totally on his side of things. But as I continue the show more, Anthony's starting to get some good points across. I'm slowly leaning to more Anthony.
Give me an example.
Kind of sway towards the middle right now, though. Well, I can't give you an example, dog.
So you're lying.
Can you give me an example?
Have you ever been
I
homeless?
can't remember anything of the show right now. I'm trying to think of stuff, but my mind's blank.
Okay, hold on. This is very important for my ego. I need you to think of something.
Okay, yeah. Oh, shit. Nah.
Even if it's just something that's bad about Doug is fine. I'll take that
too. You never did it to a bologna sandwich, so I mean, you got one thing going for you at least.
Dude, I jacked off onto a Barbie doll. That's like way worse.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. See, shit.
It's objectively worse.
Yeah, you gotta think of yourself a hole there.
It wasn't even my Barbie doll. At least it was his bologna sandwich.
Yeah.
Why do you got to take everything from me?
This is a question.
Okay. All right, man.
What?
All right.
Yeah. All right, for sure. It's been a
See
great
ya.
talk.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Bye.
you guys. Much love.
Bye. Clean yourself.
Not coming over to my house.
That's so gross.
You know why? Because I ain't got one. Because I'm homeless.
He's coming to my tent.
All right. Oh, let's see. Looks like we got one more and then we're done.
Did Kaya watch the episode with the transgender person? If so, what did he think? Also, Doug had me laughing so hard it hurt that episode.
With the trans man?
Yeah, don't you remember the lady that has sex with men but is a gay man?
Yeah, that was annoying because the person literally couldn't string together a sentence. It was sad. She didn't even understand what you were asking. You would ask her like 3-word sentences and questions and she would get confused. It was frustrating. No offense. To her,
who?
him.
I'm not offended.
All right, Kaya. I'm done.
Bye.
Okay.
Anything you want to plug before we go?
Yeah, Doug and I, we are now doing advice streams in Discord. You can go to discord.gg. If you have a problem, go to discord.gg/DougWasNotHomeless. And once a week, that's a real URL. And once a week, we give advice or make fun of you. That's all I have.
Probably more the second one, right?
All right, man. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.